They said my shed was too bright, so I asked, what shade of bright? They said it distracted drivers. So I asked, are you trying to regulate nature too because the sun is brighter than my paint? They didn't laugh. Instead, they issued a violation notice, $100 fine, because my freshly painted yellow shed violated community tone guidelines. That's when I decided, if they thought yellow was bad, they hadn't seen neon green yet. And the best part? I made it 100% legal. I moved into the neighborhood for the quiet. It's a typical suburban HOA community, manicured lawns, matching mailboxes, and monthly newsletters no one reads. My backyard had an old, gray, weather-beaten shed from the previous owner. It looked like something from a horror film, so naturally I gave it a fresh coat of paint, a nice, happy buttercup yellow, bright, cheerful, and honestly a huge improvement, or so I thought. 2 weeks later, I got a letter from the HOA. Your shed's paint color does not comply with the community's natural tone guidelines. No specifics, no examples, just a threat of a fine if I didn't repaint to a compliant, neutral shade. I flipped through the HOA handbook. No color chart, no list of acceptable tones, not even a reference photo, just a vague rule. All exterior structures must reflect muted, natural tones that blend with the surrounding environment. So I called their bluff. I emailed the HOA asking for their official color palette. No reply. I sent another email asking for clarification on what defines natural. No reply again, so I got creative. I looked up state property codes and found that private backyard structures not visible from the street are not subject to municipal aesthetic regulation. My shed, fully fenced, viewable only from one neighbor's upstairs window. I walked into the hardware store and asked, "What's the most obnoxiously legal color you have?" The clerk pointed to a gallon of fluorescent green exterior paint designed for construction warnings. I bought 2, and over the weekend I gave my shed a complete makeover. 2 coats of high-voltage neon green. It practically glowed. The next morning I added a tiny solar-powered spotlight, just to make sure it really stood out at night. Within 48 hours, another letter arrived. This one was angrier. Your new color choice is offensive and disruptive to neighborhood harmony. I replied with 3 things. A copy of my property survey showing the shed was in a fully enclosed area, a screenshot from the county regulations stating it was exempt, a question, can you define harmony in RGB values? They didn't respond. They sent a violation review committee instead. On a sunny afternoon, 3 HOA members showed up. Clipboards, sunglasses, disgusted expressions. They stood at the fence, peeking over, shaking their heads. I walked out and waved. Need a ladder? I can show you the eco-friendly paint label too. They didn't laugh, but I did, because I knew I had followed every rule and exposed their nonsense. That was the last I heard from them. No fine, no follow-up, just silence. My neon green shed stood tall, glowing quietly, almost smugly, behind the fence, a monument to every homeowner who's been nitpicked, fined, and micromanaged over nothing. Rules matter, but so do definitions. If they can't define a rule, they can't enforce it. And if they don't follow their own procedures, you don't have to either. Sometimes the best way to win is to beat them at their own game, legally, loudly, and with neon green paint. Thanks for watching. Ever been fined by an HOA for something ridiculous? Or maybe you've outsmarted them too. Drop your story in the comments. I'd love to feature it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more AI-powered true stories about neighborhood nonsense and poetic justice. Until next time, stay bright, literally.